Hey guys, it's Jake and Sarah Salyer, another episode of At Our Kitchen Table, but we are at our office table. We are going to kick it off with a market update. And so, rates have affected things drastically, which we are going to do a rate video here shortly as well. So I don't want to talk too much about that, but market-wise, we have seen, I would just say steady. Hot properties still flying. You get into the $400,000 price range and it is just semi-stagnant. So not a lot of movement. You get into the fives a little bit slower. Rates have affected that drastically. So unfortunately, the $400,000 house of today is the,
$250,000 house 4 years ago.
Yeah. And the $250,000 house is the first time home buyer's house.
Yeah.
So things have just changed, shifted. We are seeing a little bit lower interest rate at the moment. And so that is going to impact things drastically. If that continues falling, I think the market's going to pick back up. And a lot of that, I feel like, is government driven.
Well, yeah. So that's a whole nother thing we need to take into consideration. I feel like we just did a video and it's like deja vu about how, like, it's election year, what's going to happen? And then COVID happened and it was like, oh my gosh. But I agree with that. Steady. It has been very steady. I think the interest rates isn't going to like make everything blow up again as they decrease, but I do think it's going to remain steady, and it's going to make buyers a little more aggressive because those who were waiting out for them to drop are kind of like, okay, if it's below 6, if it's a 5 point, if we can get to 5.6 and all of those things or whatever it is, it makes them more aggressive and they're going to start getting out there and they're going to look. So it's going to remain steady. I don't think we're going to have a high influx. One thing I want to point out, and we were talking with our agents in a office meeting, was right now, currently, there are more price decrease listings than there are new listings hitting the market by like 80%. It's a crazy, like this has never happened. So what this means is for the market, sellers are pricing high, which is fine, but what they're finding out is we're having to start come down low a little bit. So the price decreases are starting to come, and then it's like as soon as they hit them, buyers are like, yeah, that's what I want, and that's where they're going under contract. So my advice is for the market, if you're looking to put your house on the market, listen to your agents. We always want to keep money in your pocket.
I was literally about to interrupt and say, just listen to your agent.
Yeah. Price right first is the first go round.
We just did same deal, 4 price reductions on one that we said, hey, we need to be right here. And we started high and it was stagnant.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, and people argue, I am not a salesman. I can't go and wave my hand and look at the closets.
Yeah.
Look at the shelves. It's beautiful. And people are like, yeah, sign me up for 1,000,000% interest rate. That's not the case. And so your price drives traffic, right? So if we price it accordingly, we will get the showings that we want. And so you see a lot, like that's such a good point. People are having to make price reductions because it's not COVID anymore and things have adjusted, right? We're back to pre-COVID times. I would say this is a more normal market with just not a great interest rate. But going back to, I bought my second home at 6.5%, refied to 5.25%, and thought I hit the lottery.
Yeah.
And so we're just kind of back to a normal life. So everybody's making adjustments. But when you watch a house that's been on the market for 30 days and then all of a sudden they finally make a price reduction and then another one and then another one. If we had just priced accordingly, you would be further ahead, right? The house may have sold.
Well, and there's so many different factors there too, because it also depends on seller motivation. Like, why are they moving? Why are they wanting to sell and those kind of things. So maybe they're not in a rush or anything like that. But what the market is reflecting is the price decreases are happening. Price right the first go around, your days on market will be fewer, and you won't just, as a seller, you won't be so anxious about what's going to happen. So
I was going to say a word as well.
Anyway.
It causes anxiety when you're sitting there going, why is my house not showing? Well, because people, they are hesitant to make that jump, especially when it's a high price tag. And so trust your agent, even if we're not your agent. There's plenty of good agents out there. We'd love to be. But as we always tell everybody, hey, we're a soundboard for you. Call me, text me anytime. Even if you say, hey, my cousin just got licensed, but we're just really not getting, whatever. I'll tell you, my opinion. If it will help you get your home sold, we're here to help. Even if we're not working for you, we're working with you. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. If you watched this far, another episode of At Our Kitchen Table with Hearth Homes. Y'all have a great day.